Adventures is now live. Multi-streaming with
Minute on, but the server is full. So, I will join that server. Not surprised it is full. It is Saturday. Happens on a Saturday. Loading, loading, loading. It's taking longer and longer to load for whatever reason. Wonder why. I wonder why. Shouldn't take any longer. But definitely is taking longer to load. I don't know what the purpose of it taking longer to load, but mobile glass.
Open moby glass.
Wow, look at all these. Okay, I guess I got two I don't have to do. These aren't worth doing. Huh. Wow, a lot of junk ones. Close mobile glass. Alright, let's go do these. Kick
Closing
these out.
moby glass.
We'll kick these out. A little renegade.
Ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Just kick out the easy ones. Get them done. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Star map.
Activating now.
Will be the closest one. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules.
Range.
Handing you the con. Collecting data.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Please visit again. Gimbals.
Actioned.
Jump.
Jumping.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Permission to land. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
Close mobile glass.
Please
Closing
proceed
motor
to
glass.
assigned landing bay.
Soon as I find it. Obviously, it's going to put me on the other side of the station, isn't it? Well, come on, any time now. Last one I go to. Ah, come on. No icon. Yep, last one I hit. Don't that figure. Don't it figure. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
The hell? Did we just DC because I can't move? What the fuck? How about the battery just ran out of my controller? Yeah, how about the battery ran out in my controller? Yep, I think that's it. I got two here I use in my... Just put the two new ones there. Gonna have to buy some more, I guess. Yep. It happens. Okay. There we go. Now, is it going to tell me where my ship's at? Probably not. Nope. Surprise, surprise. Basic features don't work in this game. Nope. Most basic of features do not work. Okay, we'll try pad 2. See how close it gets us. Yeah, this is just the screwball stuff you got to put up with in Star Citizen. No way to find out where your ship is, because God knows it's not important enough for them to actually put in the game. This ain't it. Farther away. See, just waste your time. Then they recall your ship. You know, it's just so much bullshit. Oh, come on now. Like I say, this is just chicken shit fucking bad programming. Just bad programming. People are worried about 3.9 dropping. Give me a break. Oh well. Oh, that's ain't it. Like I say, Russian roulette. That's how we find our ship. Because we're Cloud Imperium Games and we're just not smart enough to put in pad numbers. So when you land on a pad, you know where you're at. We're just not that smart. And we're led by the world's not smartest man, and that would be Chris Roberts. Yep. I mean, how hard would it be to write the number 1, 2, 3, and 4 on these pads? How hard would it be? Obviously, it's a real tough thing to do. Yep, obviously, it's not a very easy thing to do. It would have made too much sense. Just really get tired of doing it. Every time you land an R&R station, you've got to fucking play Russian roulette to find your damn ship. It's just really pathetic. That's the best they can come up for gameplay loops, is check every pad on a station for your ship. That's a gameplay loop. Attic feature. Stupidity. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Well, you didn't do it though. Startup.
Acknowledged.
About time you did it. Takeoff.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
It's very good I got the con. Now let's make
Thank you.
sure.
Please visit again.
Oh, I don't know. You guys aren't smart enough to know what pad to mark or how to mark pads. I just don't know if I want to visit again. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
Yeah, pretty basic shit, I would think. But what do I know? Let's see. Okay, where's this one at? Oh, on selling. Boy, did I blow that. Way out of my way here. Well, we might as well go back and get it. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Star map.
Activating now.
Settle down. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Did it just tell me I had to go back and forth, back and forth? Star map, what the hell? Star map.
Activating now.
It did, didn't it? Just told me this, go back and forth. We go back to Crusader, then we go back to where I'm at, and then we go to selling. Now, how about being stupid? How's that for one smart navigation system? Boy, I'll tell you what. I wonder what 3-year-old came up with that. Close star map.
Affirmative.
It's exactly what it told me to do. Unbelievable. Range. Gonna run me back and forth the same places a couple times before it sends me to where I want to go. Brilliant. Range.
Collecting data.
Boy, that was just, man, I'm talking, they got some smart people figuring this shit out. Jump.
Jumping.
Some very smart people figuring out how this works. Wow. I'm supposed to go, and then back, and then I get to go. Now, why would that even do that? I mean, come on. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
I mean, is that the best you can come up with is stupidity? Come on. That's just sad. Close bubble glass.
Closing
And that's
Mobiglass.
exactly what it programmed to do. Gonna go to selling and back to, yeah, unbelievable. They really do have 3-year-olds working in this game. Oh, well. You just can't think that anybody working at Cloud Imperium's got an IQ as high as Donald Trump's. Oh, wait a minute. They probably all went to the same school. Now that I think about it, they're all stable geniuses. Every last one of them. But I will say they're very good at artwork. They got the artwork down pat. They can't add 1 + 1, but they can draw. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, we're gonna fly all the way out there. We're gonna fly all the way out there. How about the common ray? We'll take that. Like I say, you got to go so far out of your way because nothing in this game works. Jump.
Jumping.
But it's an alpha. We're supposed to be stupid. You hear the bullshit, oh, we're going to use this time that we're getting 3.9 ready to fix some of the legacy code that's been wrong for 5 years. They've said that before, never fixed any of it. So I wouldn't hold my breath any of these bugs actually get fixed. Because they have claimed to have done that before. But yet, oh, and they put it in the patch notes. Oh, we fixed this. Till you go to use it, and then it's broke again. And in other words, it never got fixed. Range. But they claimed it did.
Collecting data.
They're like Donald Trump. They went to the same school. Jump. Anything you say has to be true. Oh, we just make it up as we go along. But yeah, there's very little you can actually do in this fly now, it's all ready to go, play as you want to. Very little you can do in this thing without workarounds. Very little things work. Can't even refuel your ship over half the time. That's how polished it is. Well, such a good job they've done. Range.
Collecting data.
People are worried about 3.9. Jeez. Just more bugs to be introduced. Jump.
Jumping.
More bugs, more bugs, more bugs. Because they don't introduce nothing to the PU that's not already broken. It's been my experience over the years. Just can't put stuff in the game without breaking it first. It's added features, they call it. A lot of added features. Oh well. Hey, there's a rock down there. In case you're wondering. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
You know, I have stuff in this game that does work though. Voice attack, it's not bugged. Warp X works pretty good. But yeah, I don't have anything Star Citizen created that works. But everything else does. OBS works pretty good. A lot of things I'm running work. Just Star Citizen ain't one of them. It's not their fault. They can't help it. Just can't help it. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. It's trying to capture me. Ugh. I wonder if I can turn her off. I really get tired of hearing her grunt. I mean, she can't even walk down a set of stairs without grunting. Can't even go down a set of stairs without going, ooh, oh, come on. See, told you things are bugged. I do this 3 or 4 times. Sometimes it'll work. There it goes. It just, you know, Star Citizen. You usually have to do things a couple times to get them to work. That didn't, yes it did. Woman is always flapping her jaws. Not saying anything important. Just, Probably some pervert at SIG who came up with that. Doing that all the time. He probably thinks that's sexy. Yeah, probably some pervert. Has a fetish about that stuff, you know. I bet that's what it is. We gotta take a vote. Yep. I'm thinking we got an onboard pervert. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Mobile glass. Switch.
Open mobile glass.
We need to go the other one first, don't we? Accepted. This one goes to Hurston. This one goes to Arc L1. So we'll hit that one first. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile
Take
glass.
off.
Ascending. Retracting
We
modules.
are ascending.
Handing you the con.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
It's all about the ascending. Star map.
Activating now.
I'm activating. Well, we're way out there. We're going to have to come back, aren't we? Arc 1. Set route. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
We closed our mobile glass, in case you're wondering. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Gimbals. Range.
Actioned. Collecting data.
Data's getting collected. Change view.
Roger that.
Taxi way down our ship. Jump.
Jumping.
We are jumping. Jump, 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 jumping. I knew we could get there. Change view.
Roger that.
Close comms. I get tired of these old
Comm link
messages.
closed.
Jesus. What the hell can't they, you know, why do you want to see a week old a message up there in direct messages? You can't turn them off. Nothing you can do about it. They just keep coming up. Very aggravating. There ought to be a way to turn all that bullshit crap that doesn't work off. Should be a way. I want a switch says, I don't want direct messages. Turn them off. Only thing that should be up there is new messages. Not week-old messages. Why would they even do that? The hell kind of chat program would they have that saves week-old messages and then keeps putting them back up on your visor? And you turn your chat visor off, the visor chat keeps putting them up there anyway. So the off switch doesn't work. I'm sure if you was to talk to Chris, he'd have a very good reason why that's true, because they're probably going to put time portals in the game as a feature creep option. We can't tell. It's Chris Roberts. I mean, nobody ever asked for VoIP. That was his doing. Nobody ever asked for facial stuff. That was his doing. It's all feature creep. Somebody sold him a bill of goods and he bought it. Probably one of his buddies that needed a paycheck. It ain't his money. What does he care? He doesn't really care how he spends it. It's been his problem all along. He doesn't care how he spends it. None of it was ever his. It's all free money. People claim he's successful and he ain't never made a dime. It's all donations. Every last bit of it. Never made a dime. So I don't think he's successful except as a con man right now. That's not saying that can't change. But right now he is not a successful businessman. Right now he's a snake oil salesman. That's as far as he has progressed. Till he actually sells a product and is profitable doing it, which I don't see how he ever could be. Well, he'll claim he sells one copy, it's profitable because it didn't actually cost him the first dime to make it. We shall see how it goes. I just know I'm really looking forward to Dual Universe at the end of the year. It's going to be an actual complete game. And have all the shit in it we don't even have in here yet. I think it's going to be awesome. Hoping it's going to be awesome. Maybe not. Won't know until I play it. But this game will never be finished. Not in my lifetime. If you're 30, you might see it finished. Hell, I probably won't see the salvage mechanic ever introduced into the game. Another star system? Yeah, I don't think so. That's so far down the road. Oh, but we're gonna add how many of them? Hundreds? Yeah. In what century? Oh, we're getting closer. Hurry up, let's go. Hurry up, let's go. Oh, this is lazy man's work, delivery stuff. But you really can't complain. Almost 18K in credits for a little bit of work. It ain't even work really. Just flying around in QT that takes forever. Got a delivery drop off here at Arc L1. That's right, we got it. A delivery drop off. Range.
Collecting data.
We got data. Jump.
Jumping.
We are jumping. It's all about the jump. Ugh. May need a nap. Very good at taking naps. I got naps down pat. I should have been a professional nap taker. That would have been my true calling. Game is running good frame rate wise though. Sometimes it doesn't. And I haven't seen any more bugs than normal on this server. Sometimes it gets really bad. Don't seem too bad today. Damn. Huh. Need to cut that out. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
We got approach protocols. Close the bubble glass.
Placing moby glass.
Okay, as soon as I see it. Which one did you assign me? I need the one in front of me. Oh, it's the one down here, huh? Aha! Gonna make me duck and run. See this? Yep, that's what they're gonna do. Duck and run. In the corner, in the dark. Now, that's not very nice of you. Okay, that's alright. We'll take what we can get, though. That's all you're gonna give me. That's all you're gonna give me. That's even a landing bay there, or is it on the other side? It's on the other side, isn't it? Landing mode.
The landing gear is down.
Yep. It's on the other
locked.
side. Alright. Oops, got a little closer there, didn't I? Didn't mean to get that close. Didn't mean to get that close. I did it, but I didn't mean to. Change view.
Roger that.
I gotta get fuel. Maybe. Mobile glass.
Open moby glass.
I gotta fuel up. Yeah, we can. Look at this. Let's refuel it. We'll refuel. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. Okay, let's take a landing. Power down. Oh, whoops.
Landing complete.
Exit seat.
Stay.
Affirmative.
Affirmative. We got affirmatives. Which one box do we need here? I think it's the first one we picked up, wasn't it? I think it was the first one. If not, we'll be back. I'll be back. Wow, it's dark out here. Did you see this? This is dark. Oh, I better shut that. And I do is going to let me shut it. Come on. Sometimes. Oh, come on, Sig. You're not going to let me shut my ship. Obviously, it's not going to let me. Let me. There he goes. Forced me to leave my ship unlocked, and all the homeless people will start parking there. I'm going in there. I know that's what happened. Close comms. Then you got to press the button
Comlink
twice.
closed.
Close comms. World's
Comlink
worst chat program. How many chat programs are game MMOs using right now? And they got to make their own, and it just absolutely sucks. They're gonna do a better job. They ain't done a better job on nothing they've created. Keep trying to reinvent the wheel, and all they do is make the wheel square. Got square wheels. Come on. Yeah, the biggest gameplay loops in this game are trains and elevators. Those are the true gameplay loops right at this time. Trains and elevators. And you may think I'm joking, but I'm not. Trains and elevators is where it's at. That's the most popular gameplay loops right now. And yes, they are buggy. But Chris is really proud of them. Should be all the way down, maybe? No, downstairs, yes. Maybe downstairs. Etterman. All these stations are different. So.
VR setup is looking nice. I have been tempted to set up my index for it.
Index should run just fine. I mean, there's no reason it wouldn't. In fact, it probably even look better in your HMD than the does in my Oculus Rift. You got a little better resolution. You actually got quite a bit better resolution when it comes right down to it. Yeah, it ought to work really well in a index. Okay, I remember which way I went. This way. Back to the ship, wherever it may be. Let's see. We went to, nope, not yet. I'm probably just getting farther and farther away from it. Security. This is the place. How about that? Okay, one box delivered. It's not going to tell me where.
Are you excited for the 3.9 patch coming soon?
There's really not a whole lot in it that I find exciting. I'm interested to check out the new radio menu. The menus in this game do pretty much suck. So I'm looking forward to see how they mess that up. But, I have no idea what pad it's on. No way of knowing. The Prowler, I guess, is going to get added sometime in 3.9, but I doubt it would be the initial patch. It never is. But I don't have one, so once again, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything in it that just excites me. Nope. How far away? Oh, we're not far, so maybe 3. Not far, so maybe 3. So yeah, there's not really anything in the patch that I'm really all that looking forward to. I mean, we got Microtech the rest of it coming in, but it's going to be so busy to begin with that yeah, I'll wait a week or two before I ever go out there, just because it'll be a lag fest, I'm sure. And you can never tell; it might not be. It'll probably be the most attractive place in the game because they're actually taking out all the fog and the dirtiness. At least that's what the screenshots say. Whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. Startup.
Acknowledged.
I really am not a fan of all the dirt they put in this game and the fog. I'm not a fan of the Blade Runner look. I mean, I like the movie Blade Runner, but I could live without all the dirtiness that they were so proud of, or some people are. Cruise control. Go out to Hurst.
Affirmative.
Star map.
Activating now.
First, close star map.
Affirmative.
But I really do enjoy playing it in VR versus on my monitor. I don't never play it on the monitor anymore, except go in and do something specific, real quick. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, I'm obstructed.
I am excited for the new moons and prison system. Apparently quite a bit of performance improvements.
I know.
Good amount of bug fixes.
Yeah, they claim they're doing legacy repairs. We'll see. They've said that before. It hadn't been true. So, I would like to see basic stuff get fixed, like refueling. I'd love all those bugs fixed on our refuels. That would be real. That would be really be a real game changer if they actually got that fixed. I mean, half the time you go to these R&R stations, you can't get fuel, and you're already out, and you're just screwed without going down reclaiming your ship. Jump. I also heard that even though the prisons will be in the game, the prison gameplay will not be in the game. So I don't know what's true. Is it a matter of the prisons, we can go down and look at them, but it's not really like we're going to go down there and get put in prison. So I don't know what's true as far as that goes. SIG never actually said we're going to have the gameplay is going to be in. They say the prisons will be in. So technically, I don't know. So if they put them in without the gameplay part, I'm not impressed. That's like they put in Microtech, the planet, and didn't allow us to do anything. That's not near as impressive as that if they actually put in the gameplay. But I don't know. That's just what I've heard from other people. I don't know for a fact one way or the other what they're adding. But yeah, when all the bustle dies down, I'm interested in looking at what Microtech looks like. Because really, R-Corp and Lorville, boy, they're just, Olisar, everything in the game, Grimhex, really is pretty trashy looking. So it would be nice to have at least one place in the game that looks really sharp.
There are leaked patch notes with what will be in the build.
Are there
and yet
leaked?
putting in Microtech and not letting us play on it was unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, that was a shame. I mean, it was really disappointing to me. I mean, they really built it up. They got putting in Microtech, and then you come to find out, well, yeah, you can go there, but you can't go there. So that just let that, that just kind of, that's building up the hype and then letting people down. And like I say, some people are saying the prisons this patch are the same way. They're going to be there. You can go look at them, but you don't have any gameplay yet. I don't know if it's true. I'm hoping it is not true. You know? I mean, I know why they do the whole roadmap thing, but they'd probably be better off just says we're doing releases every 3
Apparently
months.
it is working, but if they will let us use it on the PTU is another story.
Ah, yeah, that's true too. You don't know until they actually, you know. I understand they had to pull the Idris mission out. It was just tearing the servers up. Too many people in one place at one time. But I don't understand that whole, unless they're just trying to see what they can do, but they know they got limited servers right now. Server room. I don't even know why they were trying to put that in the game. Especially something you could only do one time from what I understand. We could do it once and then so what? Just wasted code if you ask me.
I have a couple friends in Evocity and the biggest issue they are having is that the desync is worse than current patch.
Oh, and it can be pretty bad in the current patch. And you know, it's funny. Sometimes you don't even notice any, and then other times, oh my God. But they're having real trouble with that, huh? And I guess where you really notice it most is when you're doing some FPS missions. You really notice the desync then. Of course, you notice it when you're dogfighting. But I really notice it on FPS missions when it gets bad, when the NPCs you're trying to kill are bulletproof. I've had that happen a few times in 3.8. Like I say, and people are crying about 3.9 being out. I really don't have a problem. I'd just soon have it right. And they've released so many patches that were so bad that you had to quit playing because they were that bad. So I would just assume that not happen. I don't care if it takes them an extra month. Range. I know so many people don't feel that way. But, where is this place at? Should I have a marker here? Huh. Bubble glass.
Open moby glass.
Maybe I'm not supposed to be at Hurston. Ah! How about let's track it? Close bubble glass.
Closing moby glass.
There we go. So yeah, I don't have a problem with her taking their time with 3.9. I know people are complaining, but yeah, it'll get here when it gets here. Jump.
Jumping.
And a lot of people are having a rough time with 3.8, 3.8.2, whatever you want to call it. I haven't found it to be a bad build at all. I mean, it has its moments, but 3.82 is probably one of their better patches, actually, as far as I can see. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
I really want the bounty system to work. I want to hunt bad people down. Apparently huge changes to mining and cargo hauling.
Really? In 3.9? Huh. Well, we get consumables. I know that from mining. We're getting consumables. Supposedly you eat something and your mining rig does a better job or something. I don't know how that's actually working. But I know there's consumables we can use to increase our efficiency. I didn't know that was on cargo running. Well, might be interesting. Landing mode.
Landing gear is down and locked.
But I've got a Helix mining head on my prospector now, and I could do 50K pretty easily profit in a load.
They are adding cargo-specific dock stations to areas to avoid lorvally trains, lol.
Oh yeah, and they're supposed to be adding timers too, where it takes so long for it to load, for you to load your ship. Cruise control.
And volatile cargo.
Affirmative.
Volatile cargo. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that. Although it'll probably work, pay real well. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long they think it should take to load up a ship. I don't have anything real big. I've got a Connie Taurus, which right now is an Andromeda, so most I can hold is 96 SCU. But people with Caterpillars, filling them up, we'll see how long it takes them. They might not be too happy after they find out they have to wait 15, 20 minutes at a landing pad to get filled up. Lights.
Lights on.
Couldn't see if there's something down there or not. Park right between the buildings, I think will fit. If not, we'll figure it out. See, it looks good out there at nighttime. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I wonder how, yeah, that's right. I did remember that cargo. We were going to make some things in cargo, so that'll be interesting. How long it'll take to load your ship, unload it. That will change the gameplay.
Biggest performance increase. They are working on allowing people with bigger processors to utilize more cores and threads.
Well, that'd be nice. You know? Although I don't know that it's really going to make any difference from what when I've checked mine. You know what? My CPU utilization's pretty low. Less than 50% in this game. Of course, that may be because they only let it use a couple cores too, I guess.
To stabilize the FPS on top of the new streaming improvements.
Well, it'll be interesting. I can't say that, you know. Because, yeah, I will admit this is the worst performing game by far of anything I've ever played. But it's not as bad as...
They are trying to increase utilization, so use more CPU.
Well, yeah, that'll take the load off your GPU, which should increase the frame rates. Because people have a tendency to have more CPU than they do GPU. Well, the cost, you know. Although now that AMD is making video cards again, the price of video cards is coming down. But there for a while to have a top video card, Jesus, you're looking at $1,000, and that just was out of most people's, you know, way too much money. Startup.
Acknowledged.
But yeah, if they actually utilize more of the CPU than the G, you know, at least put some of the work off on the CPU, that'll help.
They are pushing the boundaries of graphics and performance. Game looks absolutely bleeding edge, but comes at a big cost.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks great. Don't get me wrong. It really is a pretty game. I love their artwork. But as far as their performance, cutting edge, yeah, other games are just as good looking and run awful lot better frame rates. I mean, I'm not saying in the future they may not, but I don't think they're so cutting edge anymore. I mean, there's a lot of games out here now that are a lot just as good looking as Star Citizen. Now, that may not have been true 5 years ago, but it is nowadays. So I don't know that they're all that cutting edge. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
All right, I got yeah, I done run out of boxes to deliver here. But see, depending on the computer, the game runs pretty good. I have no trouble running it. I'm running it in VR. You take a performance hit for doing it, but I have plenty of frame rates. Range.
Collecting data.
But I do have an 8-core machine. That may be the difference. I'm running a decent, fairly good graphics card. Not the best in the world, but it's pretty good. And I have a whole lot of RAM, but I don't have RAM because of the game. I actually have it because of streaming and everything else I have on. Why I am playing the game. If I don't, that game takes maybe 12 mega RAMs, I guess. It never hardly ever uses that. I think with everything I have on right now, I'm probably using what, 16.5 meg? Jump.
Jumping.
The one thing I will admit, I really do
I
like.
agree.
I really do
But
like
at the
their
scale
artists.
of the structures and vehicles with how much detail is put into each vehicle.
Yeah, their artists.
I have
done
yet
it.
to see a game of this scale that can do all that without sacrificing fidelity.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Dual Universe looks awful
Having
nice.
even a couple ships in your screen is taxing as hell.
I don't know. I don't notice it. And I think a lot of it, I don't know, I think the majority of people are still running 1080p. Range.
Collecting
I think.
data.
Now, I won't swear to that, but I bet the majority of players are 1080p. Jump. Jump.
Jumping. Jumping.
It's not jumping, though. Lost my spool for some reason. Jump. There.
Jumping.
But it is absolutely gorgeous. I think the LODs are too long, too far, too close. Especially when you're down on a planet, flying over the planet, you notice the LOD range is really short. I would like to kick it up. Of course, that you take a hit on performance to do that. Range.
Collecting data.
How has voice attack been for you?
Seems
Seems pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, once you get it trained right, it works really well. Believe it or not, desync affects it. I will give a command, she'll respond, and nothing happens. And that means she's actually did her job. She's pressed the key punch, but the game did not receive it. Sometimes when you're just playing a game on a keyboard, you press a key, nothing happens, you got to press it again. Well, same thing happens in voice attack. There's nothing you can do about it. Just repress the key. Can't get to there. I really hate to go into Lorville, but we will. So yeah, I have good luck with it. It'd be impossible to
That
play.
explains the quantum issue you're having.
Yeah, it would
Happens
be.
to me all the time trying to jump.
Yeah, it'd be too difficult trying to play Star Citizen without voice attack in VR. Jump.
Jumping.
I mean, technically, you could program everything on your joysticks and stuff. But boy, you talk about a nightmare. You got to remember everything. It's so much easier to give a voice command. I mean, I'm sure there's people who are using Vorpex VR who aren't using voice attack. I'm not gonna go there. And it's fun. It's like you got a slave or something, you know? Gimbals.
Actioned.
But yeah, the server itself you're on will affect voice attack. Like I say, I'll give a command and she'll respond, but it won't happen. So it's just a matter that the server didn't take the command. And it works the same way. When I've come in here before, just on a flat top, hit the button and nothing happens, have to hit it again. It's the same deal. A lot of people want to blame voice attack for that, but it's not voice attack's fault. If you're getting a response, they actually filled the command you gave them. Of course, you can set it up where they don't give a response.
I use virtual desktop to play on my Index and it's fun to play Star Citizen on a huge screen.
Yes.
I think I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and set up VR for it based off your videos.
It's, yeah, the 3D, to get 3D, it really adds an extra, cruise control. To add the 3D to it, it's just another extra dimension. It's just as nice playing it on the big screen. I mean, it really is nice playing that way. You still get the immersion, because you're in your headset. But adding the 3D to it, it just really is the icing on the cake. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
And you can get a little 3D, you can get a lot, depends on what your system will handle. Right now, the best 3D right now for performance is using Z adaptive mode. Close bubble glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Well, that looks like a big hangar here. Usually get one of them little bitty ones. Wonder why they're giving me a bigger one. All right, we're down being on the nose here. That should be fine. How about that? Little ship in such a big hangar, it's easy to put it in here.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
And you can give, with voice attack, you can do multiple things at once. She'll run a whole command string off, and it's fun to do, Plus, she tells you what you did, what you're doing. But see, I'm actually running the game at 1440p. I'm in a Rift S and VR, and we're in Lorville. As you can see, I don't have any frame rate problem. Now, if somebody screws the server up, I could have a frame rate problem. You know how people start ramming Alisar and you're in that area or whatever? A lot of people start doing damage to things like that. It will show up in your frame rate. But for the most part, I can carry, even in VR like I am now, I can carry 40 frames per second in Lorville and Orcourt. in Levski. And the head tracking is so nice compared to what you get in the game from there. You know, it's nice. I think it's nicer than Track IR. Uh, it's really nice to have so much control over your head tracking. It's real easy if you're using gimbal weapons to actually use your gimbals as gimbals, because you can control your gimbals with your head tracking, so it makes you pretty deadly versus using auto gimbals. So yeah, once you try it, I can't hardly go back to running on the flap top. It's, as pretty as it is on the flap top, it's still playing a game at your PC, and this way I don't feel like I'm on my PC. It feels like I'm in the cockpit of a ship, and that just adds an extra dimension to it. And that's biggest reason I like it, is probably the immersion factor, that you just feel like you're actually in the place. And like I say, the 3D, it's just fun to have. It's not a great game breaking thing by any, but it does look neat. All right, we're going to get out here for a bit. I just want to come in here and play around. I may come back here later on, try something else. Might run into the minute. We might go do an FPS or something. But for now, we're going to call it quits. Stop the stream. Come back later. Thanks everybody for watching. Oh, goodness. Goodness.